Move over to Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs lose to the surging Green Bay Packers, and that's because Jordan Love has been on fire for a couple weeks now, guys.
Now, hang on for a second. Is it because Jordan Love's been on fire, or did they lose because every single one of us on Football Night in America picked the Chiefs?
You said it,
Like,
not me.
I'm just saying, like, so memeable.
But for how wrong you were about that,
yes.
Jordan Love's big night, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns. I'm sure a lot of Packer fans were thrilled about that, Matthew.
Huge game.
As you see his last 3 games here.
They're loving Love.
They are loving Love. I mean, he's got now 8 touchdowns in his last 3 games with no picks. Cutting down the turnovers is just a massive, massive difference in his game right now. But it wasn't just the Packer fans that were happy. I believe it was somebody on this desk as well that appreciates Jordan Love and Green Bay's efforts as well. Take a listen.
Matthew, you're rolling. You've hit 8 of the last 10 weeks. What do you have for us tonight?
It's been running hot, so hopefully we keep it going. Thank you, Maria. Just quickly before we get there, a reminder about the 3-play. I like the Packers plus 7.5 in an alt line. Jaden Reed over in the receptions. Isaiah Pacheco over in the rushing yards with an alt line at 60. All right, my best bet for tonight, Jordan Love over 19.5 completions. He's hit this number in 6 straight. And I think as a home underdog, they're going to have to throw. I don't think they'll be able to run successfully. Dylan has struggled this year. Aaron Jones is out. So Jordan Love will be throwing, and I think he throws over 19.5 completions tonight.
Well, congratulations on the bet, Matthew. Also, congratulations on the background music, which sounded like a Tekken tag tournament.
Really beefing up the production around you.
Yeah, I was ready to head to the club. Remind me of my days at Omnia. But yes, the
wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that. It was last year. But yeah, the parlay hit as well. Obviously, the Packers won, so getting the alt line at plus 7.5 work. Jaden Reed over 3.5 receptions. He wound up ultimately with 4 in this receptions. That one cashes. And then Pacheco 60+ rushing yards on an alt line. Pacheco had over 100 yards. We'll talk about that. So the parlay cashes as well. The only bad thing is I usually make those picks for DraftKings because they like to promote them over the course of the weekend. So I usually make them either on Friday or early Saturday morning. By the way, if you ever want, you can just go to the DraftKings app and search Barry's bet, and it will come up what my individual bet is. But anyway, like when I took it, it was like minus 110. And by the time it airs on Sunday night, it's like minus 140. So the juice is moving in the wrong direction. What are you going to do? But the bet still cashed. And I am now, for my Barry's bet, I'm now 9-3 of the year. I've hit 8 of my last 10. And 7 of my last 8 and 8 of my last 10. I'm 9-3 on the year.
Okay,
for the
so
Barry's
you're
bet.
locked into a winning record.
There you
like
go.
the Detroit Lions.
So people in the industry call that a profit.
Yeah.
If they followed you.
If they followed me. Tail away, baby. Come on now.
A beneficiary of Jordan Love's big night, Christian Watson again, 7 catches, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jay also gets 2 carries. I mean, Christian Watson, we know how banged up he was to start the year, but last couple weeks is what you drafted him for.
It was, and look, he was a monster against the Lions. It started with the first play of that game. He was the same guy. Last night, he looks exactly like the guy who closed last year as Aaron Rodgers' main guy and the guy that Rodgers trusted most in the passing offense. Now, hurt his hamstring at the end, so I don't think we have clarity on that, but that is kind of the story with Christian Watson.
It's the story with him, but I mean, his play, Barry, has absolutely aided Jordan Love, who comes into Monday Night Football as QB5 and has been a locked-in QB10 now for a couple weeks.
Over the last 3 weeks, Jordan Love is the 5th best quarterback in fantasy as well. He's had at least 35 pass attempts in 3 of the past 4. He's had over 20 fantasy points in 3 straight. And oh, by the way, look at the Packers' upcoming schedule. They get the Giants this week. They're home to Tampa Bay. That's not a secondary that scares you. They're at Carolina, and then they're at Minnesota. Like that Green Bay Minnesota game suddenly really interesting in a couple of weeks, assuming both teams continue to remain relevant in the playoff race, and I think both will. So I do think Jordan Love is like a viable starter. I'm in my longtime keeper league with all my college buddies. I have my 3 quarterbacks are, and it's a 2-quarterback league: Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, and I drafted Jordan Love this year. Yeah. I was able to grab him late in the draft. And when I lost Joe Burrow, I'm like, oh man. Now I'm like, okay, I'm good. I got Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love. I'm good, and I got Will Levis as well in that league, which is much better than what Christian Watson. Remember, I was complaining on Sunday and last Friday. I was complaining about how I'm in that league with all my buddies from ESPN, and like I got a great team in that league, great team. And like stupid B. Rubes is in that team, our former producer Brian Rubin.
He's getting mentioned on the show.
Yeah,
he's had a
and he
resurgence.
texted me, and he's just like, he's all excited.
He texted me as well. I don't like it when he's giddy. It's
Yeah,
not
he's
great.
very happy.
Yeah.
Well, because he's over the NHL, so he's miserable. Like, he misses us. And he desperately
NHL.
misses us.
Sorry,
But anyway,
hockey.
so stupid B. Rubes has like an annoyingly good team in this league. Anyway, I'm crushing this league. But I played the last place team. I played the last place in the league. And I need, because of points, I'm going to need to win this league, because it's only 4 teams make the playoffs. And anyway, the team that I'm playing, this last place team, they have DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
They have Christian Watson. They've like all these like guys that have had like the best game of their life. Meanwhile, my team, Tank Dell, Terry McLaurin on that team. Like unless Jake Browning and Joe Mixon have the greatest game of their life, because I also lost Burrow in that league. So, I had to, and it's a 2-quarterback superflex league where there was nobody. So Jake Browning's the best I could do. And I have like Diggs on a bye, like awful. So stupid Christian Watson, like great game for him, but he could have I wish Jordan Love had passed to anyone else. Why am I so smart? Damn it, I knew Jordan Love would crush. I was right. And now I'm just gonna miss the playoffs in this dumb league. I'm gonna finish 4th, but I'm gonna lose out on a tiebreaker.
Must be hard emotionally for you with all the teams that
I'm
you're
in 17
How do you feel
leagues.
good or
Right.
bad about anything?
No, it's
You
awful.
just have to be ambivalent.
Jay, it is awful. Can I tell you, it is awful because I'm in 7. This is real talk, and then we'll move on to stuff that matters. But in all seriousness,
That's right.
it's
The next
awful
game's Miami, Washington.
because in
doesn't matter.
every single
keep going.
in every single league that I'm in, whatever, I'm Matthew Berry and I'm putting my name in quotes, but everyone's just like, you're supposed to win. You're,
Yeah.
like the
You need an
expectation
alias.
is that because
You're the
I'm-
Chiefs.
I'm
You ever
in,
think about this?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm in 17 leagues, and despite the fact, like on this team, like I had Puka, I had Tank Dell, I lost Mark Andrews, I lost Joe Burrow, I lost Tank Dell, and I'm gonna finish, 4th, have a very good season, but because of some bad scheduling, like I'm 2nd in points against, and like. I'm not going to make the playoffs, and it sucks.
Yeah, that's
and
a
I'll
tough
go like
break.
15 for 17 in leagues in terms of making the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I feel
those
for
2
you.
legs are like 2. Anyway, it drives me crazy. People are always like, "Oh, you still play?" Yes, I play. Like, of course I play.
All right. It's all,
It's
it's all
probably time
noted.
for, it's probably time for an alias.
Yeah.
You have 85 nicknames on the show.
What
Pick
I
one
should
of
do,
them.
well, honestly, what I should do is just quit these leagues. There
you go.
I need to get out of leagues with
That's it.
Brian
When
Rubin.
things don't
That's
work
what
out for you, take your ball and go home.
B. Rubes.
Yes.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.